World Plus.
In tomorrow's World Plus this week, a new computer to decipher even the worst handwritten scrawl and a tantalising glimpse into the energy of the future. To the future. This summer we're coming to you from wherever in the UK the top science stories are happening.
This week we're at the centre where scientists believe they may be on the verge of creating almost limitless amounts of energy. It happens here at JET near Oxford, behind this huge door inside a giant reactor.
The scientists here have already done what many thought was impossible. Creating temperatures 10 times hotter than the centre of the sun, they've achieved the holy grail of nuclear fusion.
And we're here to watch the countdown as they strive to create that ball of fusion. It's an amazingly difficult thing to do, but we're hoping to show it to you here today.
Plus, Peter Snow travels to Japan to find out how secrets from the ancient builders of the past are making modern skyscrapers safer.
And if you can't walk on water, why not try bicycling? We put the surf bike through its paces.
Plus, Craig Doyle's under surveillance in California with a miniature spy plane on his tail.
But first, JET is a collaboration between scientists from all over Europe, and many of them are here preparing for the experiment we'll see later in the programme. When the time comes, there'll be a countdown in this control room, and if all goes well, for a few seconds, we should see the ball of fusion on a screen behind me. But as Anya Sitaram reports, what scientists are trying to create artificially has been happening naturally for billions of years.
It's summer, and most of us are hoping to enjoy some sunshine. But while we lounge around here on deck chairs, up there in the sun, hydrogen atoms are smashing together, generating huge amounts of energy.
And that reaction is nuclear fusion. It's what makes the stars shine. It produces the heat and light from the sun, and even helped create the Earth itself. If scientists could recreate that process that gives the sun its heat, there's the prospect of almost limitless energy here on Earth. The complete opposite of nuclear fusion is the nuclear energy most of us are familiar with, nuclear fission. Rather than smashing atoms together, fission creates energy by ripping them apart. The process generates huge amounts of energy and has been harnessed for use in nuclear power plants. But it does produce long-term radioactive waste. So researchers are looking for another option, and that's where the power of the sun could come in.
So the challenge is to try to replicate what's happening up there, down here on Earth. And that's what's going on just meters below me. I'm sitting right on top of the nuclear fusion reactor at JET, where scientists are trying to master this form of energy so that one day they may actually be able to power homes all over the UK.
But that's going to be incredibly difficult. For a start, to produce fusion, they need to heat up hydrogen gases to extremely high temperatures. Get a gas that hot, and anything you put it in would instantly melt. So JET scientists had to come up with an ingenious way using magnets to stop the hot gases, called plasma, from touching the sides of the reactor.
It's so hot that it's something we cannot touch. But what we do is we use magnetic fields to actually hold the plasma in place, like a magnetic bottle. But it's still quite slippery, and in fact, you could liken it to holding jelly with elastic bands. It's not so easy.
I'm standing inside a mock-up of the Taurus, JET's nuclear fusion reactor. The real one is about 50 meters away through a thick concrete wall. It's an extraordinary piece of engineering because to create nuclear fusion,